Hey you guys, ASD Classified here, and I'm coming at you with another review of Power Rangers Samurai, aka Mighty Morphin Shinkenger. And this is episode 13, The Blue and the Gold. Now I'm going to try to make this as quick as possible because I do not want another long video. Really don't. So what happened was, Use's mentor gives Antonio a new Zord, the Claw Zord, or it was the lobster basically, and it was damaged during one of the past battles. So he wants Antonio to fix it because he's super smart and crap. And then Kevin, because he's lame, had to say some stuff, something about you're a good computer nerd, but you're no samurai, and basically starting all this mess because he's a douche. And instead of the other Rangers calling Kevin out on being a douche, they tell Antonio that he needs to work super hard in order to change Kevin's mind. So Antonio comes up with a brilliant plan to just spy on Kevin, and he puts spy cameras all over the Shiba house to see just how Kevin trains to be a samurai and stuff. He watched them practice his fighting skills and practice writing power symbols and reading up on how to be a good samurai. Basically, Kevin couldn't take a crap without Antonio there to smell it. So yeah. In another scene, Kevin is going on a jog and Antonio is trying to follow behind him and remain incognito and crap. And then Kevin hears this evil laugh, or something like that. And then Kevin asks Antonio, "Did you hear that?" It's like, "Yeah, I heard it." "What? How did you know I was here?" And Kevin, basically knew that Antonio was spying on him and crap. And then, they were jogging to where the noise was, and Kevin was like, "Why are you spying on me?" And Antonio's like, "I'm trying to learn how to be a good samurai." And Kevin's like, "You're playing around," and la la la, and acting like a douche again. And then they come across the villains, and the villains have this amazing plan. They're stealing children's toys, and they're gonna destroy them in order to make the Sansi River flow out of this ancient well. Yeah, brilliant. Anyway, the two Rangers try to engage the villains. Oh, and the villains they're facing is Octoroo and some random slime monster. And it was nice to see, it's always nice to see a Power Ranger general out and about. I always love to watch generals fight the Power Rangers. And Octoroo did kick some butt. He did, although the American costume looked crazy. Oh my god, the mouth, Octoroo's mouth, it doesn't need to show like that. It really creepy. Okay, whatever. Antonio and Kevin got the butts whooped, and then Antonio got hurt with his arm, and Kevin was like, "You need to stay here and not get involved and basically go hide and stuff." And Antonio gets all mad because he's like treating him like he's a coward and not really a samurai, and they blah blah blah, big old speech about how he is a samurai and he wants to save the world. And then Kevin accepts him, and then they go fight the villains together, and eventually the other Rangers show up, and then they just defeat the monster. Blah blah blah. That's really I know it's not a very well in-depth video, but damn, I don't care. The only reason that I'm doing this review is because I wanted to talk about a little something that happened in the episode. Okay? So I was about to say Juzo. Decker comes out of the wet works after being missing for some episodes. So yeah, he appears in this episode again because Dayu saves him, I think. I don't know, I've kind of already forgotten this episode. Anyway, she pulls him, he was unconscious, and then she helps him recover, from his last fight with Master Zandrit. Yeah. And he was thanking her, and she was talking to him like, "Do you remember anything about your past?" "No. I just remember that I want to fight, the greatest warrior and Uramasa and stuff." So basically their whole conversation, it was like they were lovers in the past. Well, not lovers, it's a kid show, but they were, maybe they had a relationship going on in the past or something. And I'm kind of interested in that. I mean, I remember in Shinkenger that it seemed like Dayu kind of had a crush on Juzo, but they never really did anything with it. And now in Samurai, it seems like in the past they're gonna be lovers, not lovers, in a relationship. But then something, happened to Decker to make him all evil, half demon guy. So I'm kind of interested in it. Really am. I'm shocked. I really want to see where they're gonna go with that, So please, Samurai, don't disappoint on that. Come on now. Okay. Anyway, as for the plot of the episode itself, I think I already said this. It was stupid. it was stupid. It was beyond ridiculous. I mean, that's the nicest way I can put it. I mean, Octoroo sent this slime monster to kidnap toys from kids, basically, and then he was gonna have them like destroyed and stuff, and it was just, and that was somehow gonna flood the waters of the Sansu River, and it's like, really, I don't know, it just seems ridiculous to me. To be honest, and he had to destroy it with this specially made axe. They couldn't just, I mean, you could have just stomped on these toys and moved on, but no, we have to use that axe. Okay, we had to sharpen it up real good because the monster like got slime on the axe, so we had to get the slime off, and that took forever. It was just, I don't know, it was weird. I felt they were trying too hard to try to change what happened in Shinkenger, because they kidnapped a bunch of girls and they were going to use them for like human sacrifices in order to flood the river. But, you know, I guess that is a little too much for Power Rangers. I mean, they could have kind of changed it up. I mean, they could have just said, we're going to destroy these kids and use their life force or something. I don't know. They could have PG'd it up, but whatever. I mean, somebody suggested this on rangerboard.com, but they could have kidnapped the toys and the kids, and then the kids could watch while the monster destroys the toys in front of them, and then their tears would flood the Sansu River. That would have worked a little bit better for me, but they didn't do that. So yeah, this episode was just mediocre to me. No surprise there, I know. But yeah, I mean, yeah. I'm hoping that I enjoy next week. I think that's the one where the Yellow Ranger gets her soul sucked out. That seems fun. So yeah, adios. One more thing, I have to talk about this. So at the end of the episode, the Rangers get back, you know, all the stolen toys, and they bring them back to the Sheba house, and they're talking about, you know, returning the toys to the kids. Don't ask me how they know who to return the toys to. Don't ask me. But anyway, like, I think Emily made a comment like, we can be like Santa Claus. And then Mia says, ho, ho, ho. In the worst way possible. It's like, how do you bad act that? How do you bad act ho ho ho? It's like she was reading off some cue cards like, ho ho ho. How do you oh my god, that was one of the most cringe-worthy lines in Power Ranger history. Like,